Good morning. I am Dr. Evan Walters, Northwest Regional President. We apologize for the delay, but we have a very special guest in Governor Wolf who will be joining us today. Thank you and welcome to the Community College of Allegheny County's groundbreaking celebration for the new Workforce Training Center, soon to be located here at the Allegheny Campus on Pittsburgh's North Side. It's a very special day for me as well as everyone connected to the college. And it's one that we all have been waiting for ever since the announcement was made about the center more than 3 years ago. To kick off the festivities, I would now like to introduce the chair of the CCAC Board of Trustees, Dr. Mona Generette.
Thank you, Dr. Walters. On behalf of the CCAC Board of Trustees, I am pleased to be a part of this momentous event and offer my congratulations to all who have had a hand in making this morning's celebration possible. Today's groundbreaking highlights CCAC's ongoing commitment to workforce development training and education in our region. This undertaking represents a partnership between the college and our educational foundation, as well as with many philanthropic partners across our region. One of the college's greatest strengths can be found in its very diverse population. This effort is about ensuring that all of our students from diverse backgrounds have the skills they need to compete and take advantage of good job opportunities with a clear path to a successful future for themselves and their families. To provide you with some background about the campaign, it is my pleasure to introduce CCAC's president, Dr. Quentin Bullock.
Good morning. Thank you, Chair Generette and Dr. Walters. I too would like to welcome you all here today. Our special guests, Governor Tom Wolf, and members of the CCAC Board of Trustees and Educational Board of Directors, supporters of the college, faculty and staff, and members of the press. While the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way all of us do business, I am pleased that we were able to adapt our plans to bring you this virtual groundbreaking event. Today is a very important day for CCAC as we advance our mission of pioneering Pittsburgh's new workforce and a comprehensive workforce development initiative that addresses the worker shortage and skills gaps in our region. We will now present a brief video about the campaign and CCAC's ongoing work in workforce development across the region.
Tomorrow's jobs are here today. New industries with new skill sets are defining what the future of work will look like. Pittsburgh needs a workforce ready to take on the challenge. At CCAC, we've got a plan. Here, our #1 objective is to prepare our students for careers in new, emerging, and in-demand fields. That's why we've established Pioneering Pittsburgh's New Workforce, a $65 million fundraising campaign designed to support CCAC's collaborative workforce initiative. We've listened to and worked with local businesses and industries to develop custom training and innovative curricula taught by faculty who are experts in their field. By working hand in hand with those businesses, we make certain our students are ready to contribute on day one. And to make that happen, we're building a new 60,000 square foot workforce training center, a state-of-the-art facility in the heart of our Allegheny campus, featuring modern classrooms and laboratories with the most advanced technologies available. It'll house programs for in-demand fields like cybersecurity, information technology, autonomous and process technology, machine learning, advanced manufacturing, and robotics. And it'll feature a new culinary school for Pittsburgh's expanding hospitality industry, making careers in these sought-after industries more accessible for our entire region. All students will have access to these programs through additional investments in infrastructure, technology, scholarships, and programming across the college. Our focus on flexibility and affordability enables CCAC students to work towards their career on their schedule, ensuring no matter where or when they study, their future is bright. At CCAC, we're creating a true destination where our region can prepare for the careers of tomorrow, today. We are pioneering Pittsburgh's new workforce.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Frederick Tiemann, trustee and campaign co-chair.
Thank you, Dr. Bullock. This groundbreaking is not only a celebration of a new building, but in a larger sense, it's a celebration of CCAC's role in the community, a role that places it at the intersection of K-12 education, post-secondary education, and workforce, all key to the region's success. Over the past 2.5 years, Dr. Bullock and I have met with hundreds of individuals, corporate leaders, elected officials, foundation heads, to talk about not only this campaign, but to talk about CCAC, an institution that has too long been the region's best kept secret. But the secret's out, and the response has been tremendous, not only in financial support, but in recognition that under the leadership of Dr. Bullock and his team, CCAC's accomplishments have been truly groundbreaking. Consider over the past 6 years, Dr. Bullock has consolidated administration and hired his own team of talented leaders who have streamlined the college and reoriented it to serve our most important constituents, the students. CCAC has gone from a paper institution to an online service-oriented college, making the student experience seamless and efficient. But services are still available face-to-face through a dedicated and professional staff. In-class instruction is offered fully online or remote or face-to-face, offering many options and flexibility. More than $60 million has been invested in facilities to establish adaptive, secure, and state-of-the-art learning environments. Our instructors offer the latest instruction techniques and work collaboratively with business and industry partners to offer relevant 21st century learning. In addition, our faculty has developed and utilizes a comprehensive student assessment that relies on continuous feedback to improve student learning. Readily available college-wide programs help students with unexpected emergencies, tuition, books, laptops, housing assistance, and food. Our finances are strong and our reserves are rock solid. Our financial stability is reflected in the excellent bond ratings we receive from outside financial agencies. Importantly, CCAC's enrollment trends have consistently outperformed our peers. Our placement rates with employers are impressive, and over 40 different programs show graduate placement above 90%. Numerous partnerships with four-year colleges and universities provide our students with continuing educational opportunities. CCAC's dual enrollment programs serve hundreds and hundreds of high school students to prepare them for multiple pathways to success. And we partner with nearly 200 regional employers to train over 10,000 employees for career advancement. In short, CCAC is central to our region's workforce development, and it has earned the strong support that we've received from our government, corporate, and foundation leaders. This $40 million state-of-the-art facility is just part of that expansion. Another $20 million will support campus-wide upgrades, including a new faculty innovation center and our newly established virtual campus. Campaign funds will also underwrite 2 endowed professor positions to support faculty innovation and curriculum development, as well as expand scholarship and program opportunities for our students. CCAC is truly pioneering Pittsburgh's new workforce.
It is now my profound pleasure to introduce a wonderful advocate for CCAC and for workforce
The site's not letting
training
them on. See if you can.
and education in our region. County Exec Richard Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Chair Jeanette. And I do understand we might have the governor. We're trying to link him up now. So he's having a little trouble getting on there. But before he gets on, let me thank you, Chair Jeanette, former Chair Tiemann, President Bullock. The leadership that you have provided for this great institution has been tremendous. The partnership that we have, we're going to hear from Eric in a little bit. Our great partners at BNY Mellon, the corporate community has certainly stepped up. CCAC has, for generations, going back more than a half a century, provided opportunities and created such a legacy of where Pittsburghers and people from Western Pennsylvania and throughout can have hope and as Fred Tiemann said, pathways to success. The present, what we're doing in the present is so impactful for people in a very expanding and diverse economy, much different than the economy that was there when CCAC came into existence over in the mid-60s. And now this today is really about not just the present, but the future of things like cybersecurity and IT, the autonomous vehicle business and industry that has grown so rapidly here, machine learning, robotics, all the things that are happening, culinary institutions, to be able to give our citizens, give the folks that we live with and our community members hope for the future. So this is such an important day. This is such an important groundbreaking. Unfortunately, like so many things over the last 6 or 7 months, we're doing them virtually, but that doesn't mean that the great work doesn't go on. That doesn't mean things aren't going to happen. We're not going to continue to do all the wonderful things that we're trying to do. So this will continue. I want to thank everybody. I also, if we do get them linked up, and I'm sure we will, the fact that this governor has been such a great partner to this institution, not just today and not just recently, but literally from the day he took office, from the days he ran in 2014. He's always cared about what we're doing here in southwestern Pennsylvania. The fact that we can get him to give us a little bit of time today to thank him and present his vision. He's keeping us safe from a pandemic through his Secretary of Health, Dr. Levine. And if you haven't noticed, there's been a little thing going on this week called the election. And while there's 50 states, it seems to be coming down to one state that's going to decide which direction this country's going on. So Governor Wolf's the man in charge of making sure that those 6.5 million Pennsylvanians whose voices are being heard and were heard on Tuesday are counted accurately and done in a proper manner that we all respect with our democracy. So I don't know, Governor, if you're there, you probably can hear me, but we want to be able to hear you. So do we have Governor Wolf yet?
Not yet.
Let me see if I can link him by phone. So go ahead and let me do it that way. Gotta love technology, right? Isn't that how that works?
Benita, do you see the
We'll get him.
No, sir.
Hey, Governor, let me put you on speakerphone and you can do it this way since we're having trouble linking you. But can you hear me, Governor?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we have the governor. And I was saying, Governor, it's not like you don't have much to do these days. You're dealing with a worldwide pandemic and the eyes of the world are on you and making sure that those 6.5 million Pennsylvania votes that were cast over the last month are being counted accurately and demonstrably. But we want to thank you for your great support of this institution and what Community College of Allegheny County, representing such hope for all of our citizens and the diverse and expanding economy you had. We wanted to thank you and have you say a few words about what's going on here at CCAC.
Thank you. Hey, I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but there are some things going on here in Pennsylvania, as you pointed out, Rich. But this is so important. I mean, I'm not sure that anything is more important for a state than education. And what you're doing at CCAC is so important for the community, for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and for the folks in Pittsburgh. And the neat thing about what CCAC means to Pittsburgh is not that it's providing relevant, good education to the community, but that it's providing that education to everybody. And that's what we really need. We cannot afford to have an education system or any part of our system that caters just to a segment of the population. And CCAC is doing a phenomenal job of making sure that everybody gets the education we need them to have so that we can have the economy, we can have the community, we can have the future we deserve. And I really, really appreciate everything that CCAC has done. And so I applaud all the partners and all the people who have and organizations that have supported CCAC over the years, and especially to make this $40 million project a reality. This is a major step in the right direction for all of us. And I am proud that Pennsylvania is a partner here. So thank you for having me on. I'm sorry I couldn't get on the Zoom call, but I am really proud to be a part of this. And I know everybody in the Commonwealth wishes CCAC all the best.
Thank you, Governor. And let me also say, during the election, CCAC opened up its campus for satellite voting locations. So Dr. Bullock and your team, thank you. Both the Allegheny, the Allegheny campus, the Boyce campus, the Homewood campus allowed people, again, access so that their voices could be heard. So thank you, Governor. Go count those votes. Make sure everybody's votes get counted, and we'll be keeping our eyes on Pennsylvania. Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Thanks. Okay, see you.
And we thank you, County Exec Rich Fitzgerald.
Thank you, guys. Great work.
Deeply appreciate
Congratulations.
your ongoing support of CCAC. I would now like to introduce the CEO of the college's Educational Foundation, Mr. Jamie McMahon.
Thank you, Chair Jeanneret. As the Chief Executive Officer of the CCAC Educational Foundation, the college's partner in fundraising, it is my pleasure to announce that the college's workforce development campaign has now raised in excess of $65 million. Through the leadership of Dr. Bullock and Trustee Tiemann, we have come a long way over the last 2 years. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Eric Bauner, Chairman of BNY Mellon, Pennsylvania, who has a special announcement to make.
Thank you, Jamie. It's great to be here, even more so as the son, brother, cousin, and nephew of public school educators. It's truly my privilege and honor to be here to represent BNY Mellon. And even more so, I'm excited to announce our contribution of $5 million to CCAC to establish the BNY Mellon Early College and High School program. This program will offer pathways in business, finance, information, technology, and digital support. Many of the areas that County Executive Fitzgerald mentioned earlier, which are critical for our region, critical for our continued growth in this area, and things that we're incredibly excited to support. Even more so, we're targeting over 400 underrepresented students in partnership with local school districts. This partnership will provide opportunities for education and in-demand training that offers us pathways to sustainable and important careers. I'm also pleased, this partnership demonstrates our commitment to the region and also the alignment with the key partners that make our region so special, CCAC being at the top of that list. It's our goal with this program to help provide stability and economic independence for underrepresented individuals, which is even more important during these unprecedented times. We're committed to this region. We have more jobs in Pittsburgh and the surrounding region than any other city. It's been our home for 150 years, and we're overjoyed to help kick off this important partnership. A sincere thank you to Governor Wolf, County Executive Fitzgerald, and the fantastic leadership at CCAC. Thank you. Jamie?
That's great. Thank you so much, Eric. We are deeply, deeply appreciative of BNY Mellon's significant investment in CCAC's workforce development programs and in this campaign. And now, Dr. Bullock, back to you.
And before we break ground on CCAC's flagship Workforce Training Center, I would like to thank all of today's speakers and presenters, Governor Tom Wolf, County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, Chairman of BNY Mellon, Pennsylvania, Eric Bauner, CCAC Board Chair, Dr. Mona Jeanneret, Trustee and Campaign Co-Chair, Frederick Tiemann, Dr. Yvonne Walters, Northwest Regional President, and Educational Foundation CEO, Jamie McMahon. I also like to thank all of you in attendance for your presence today for today's virtual groundbreaking ceremony. It is my hope that you will bring to follow and continue to follow the progress of the college's campaign in our quest to create a new hub of training that will meet the region's workforce needs both now and in the future, and which will prepare our students for careers in high demand fields for many generations to come. And now we will head outside for an official groundbreaking. Everyone make sure you wear your mask and maintain social distancing.